Look at that. First day without Persephone, and I'm already screwing things up. Welcome to Everyday Ethics. I'm your host, Michael Liebowitz, and I'm here today all by my lonesome. If you didn't hear earlier, Persephone is taking a break from the channel. I don't know when or if she will be back. I hope she will, because she's a great human being and a wonderful addition to the show, and it is tough without her. But I have to do it anyways. So, for those of you who don't know, oh, and please remember super chats, super stickers, always appreciated. So, we will not be doing crime corrections, crime criminals in the culture corrections anymore because I need Persephone to do that. I don't have somebody else to fill that spot. This show I will continue to do Mondays through Friday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Capitalist Corner, 12 p.m. Eastern Time every day during the week. That's still there. Capitalist Corner weekends, Saturday at noon, still there. And now for members only, if you sign up to be a member of the channel, we will be doing a stream on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So if any questions or any topics they want to bring to the show, go ahead. I'm feeling a little down. So I want to talk about perseverance, about sticking with things even when the going is a little bit tough. So I built, knowing that Persephone was here and Mark is here, so I built quite the, we were building more and more shows. I was trying to grow the channel doing that. Mark has to work, and Persephone's no longer here, and it's just like, oh, what did I take on? Can I even do this? Can I make this happen? And it's, I've also got the rational egoist, and I'm thinking, should I just focus on that? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And part of it is complicated by the fact that I really don't know about this stuff. I don't know. I know how to talk. Right? I don't know how to market. I don't know how to direct my energies. Where would be the best? What would be the best time to be doing shows? That type of thing. So it's all complicated by that. And I'm just sitting back like, man, maybe I just give it up. Go on and do something else. Oy vey. More work. So anyways, but I'm just not built that way. I've not made myself into that type of a person. I've made myself into the type of person that sticks with it, that struggles, is willing to go forward. And thank you, Katrin. Really appreciate it. So I'm thinking about, for instance, and I've talked about this before, but it helps to talk about it, bring it into the forefront of my mind. When I put in for my sentence reduction in prison. I got denied a sentence review. I got denied an appeal. I got denied another appeal. It's got a different name, but I won't worry with the details. Then I was, what's this here? Okay. Hello, Nicole. Then, the prosecutor didn't seem too eager to want to let me out. He only gave me 2 years off. And I was like, oh, God, it's just not happening. But I stuck with it and ultimately ended up getting 3 more years off and ended up out of prison. So, early. Then, Brent and I with the book, it didn't seem that was ever going to go anywhere. And then, of course, that did. When I got out of prison, I had a life. My life was my good friend Todd Feinberg. He's a radio host. He always had me on the air. That was part of it. Part of my plan was stick with Todd. I had my girlfriend Melissa and her son, and I'm thinking, okay, that's going to be my future. Then, Melissa gets sick. She dies, and it's like, Jesus Christ. And then Todd got sick, so Todd is no longer on the air, and it's just like sometimes I'm just like, man, enough is enough. Fuck it. But what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? You're going to quit, feel sorry for myself, bitch and moan and complain, or learn how to do what I need to do, move forward, keep going. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing this show. I enjoy doing the other shows. I enjoy you people. So I keep going. That's the only way I know how. Of course, there's other things that have been disappointing too. I mean, I was supposed to speak at the Irreplaceable Spark conference in Texas. Then I was kicked from that. So that was a little depressing. Be honest with you. I didn't, I wanted to go. I've never been to Texas. I was looking forward to that. Got kicked. The whole situation with the country's got me down a little bit. Just the fact that we've elected this bozo and put him in the White House, then he's got so much support, and then people that I thought would know better just were, oh God, you already know. So then it turns into, so how do I step forward? Okay, so I know what I had to do was today. Okay, the first thing is we've been talking about doing something for members only. So I had to go learn how to do that. Now this AI is amazing. So I just went and asked AI. I have to do a live stream, but only for members of the channel. And sure enough, it tells me how to do it. So, okay, so I can set that up. So Sundays we'll be doing that, right? As far as this show goes, I can do this alone. I just have to, I have to think of topics. Maybe I'll get a co-host. That'd be nice. But, if I can't, I can't. Capitalist Corner, I'm looking for guest hosts, people that would be interested in hosting when Mark and Jim aren't around. I like to lengthen that bench. So that's something more to be doing. Also, Persephone had been making clips. So now I'm going to have to start making the clips again. That adds to it. But I can do that. I know how to make clips. That's not rocket science. Also probably will press me to make more solo videos that I can put out, which probably does do better than the clips if they're done right. So I'll have that to do. So all in all, I mean, although I feel down, I'm still focused. I still know what I need to do. And that's, I think, what life really is all about, right? That disappointments happen and you just have to figure out, man, how to keep going, how to press forward. I mean, what's the alternative, right? Just kick back, accept defeat, be sad. Fuck that. No way. It's all about it. You just got to keep pressing. You got to keep pressing forward. So I got to get my ass in gear. I got to get my act together, and I just got to figure this out. And I'll do it. And, I hope that you folks will stick with me, stick with the show. Shows. Remember, I mean, look, we've got Capitalist Corner every day, 12 to 1 during the week. 12 to 1 Eastern time. I think we put on a good show. I'd like to see all you there. If you're joining us from Twitter, it's on the Rational Alternative YouTube channel. We've of course have this. I just got a text from Persephone. Persephone is wonderful. And I forgot what I was going to say, though. She kind of broke my attention. What's new, right? Okay, so, this show, 2:30 p.m. during the week. We're going to keep knocking it out of the park. I plan on getting some more content going, more shows on the channel. I will do it. It's going to take time, but I'll get it done. I seem to have this knack in life that even when I think things aren't going to work out, I kind of make them work out, right? So how does this all apply to ethics anyway? I mean, this isn't just the Mike Liebowitz cry fest. That's not really the point. Although it's nice to get it off my chest, right? Thank you, Nicole. That's so nice of you. So life will kick your ass. And if you let it kick your ass, you're screwed, right? So what do you have to do is you just have to remind yourself, listen, there's things in this life that I want. They aren't coming to me. I have to go get them. What do I do to go get them? I figure it out. Ask yourself, what do I want? What do I need to do to get it? Remember, the ethics that I adhere to, the ethics that I'm talking about, ethical egoism, it's about what is best for you. So you have to figure out what is objectively best for you. What's best for your physical health? What's best for your emotional health? What's best for your psychological health? And you figure out, and then you do it. You have to go out there. Maybe it's you got to read that extra book. Maybe you have to read the book for the first time. Maybe you're getting out of shape. Go for some walks. Get yourself in there. Eat a little healthy. I've been eating crappy last couple days, so now I got to get back on that horse. Start eating healthy again. You want to learn how to do podcasting? I had to learn, okay, how do I do this with the computer, with the microphone, send in the links? You learn how to do all that stuff. I have good books on communication for me, so I'm going to start. I have to finish reading this to prepare for a debate. You can't really see it, but here it is. And then once I figure that out, once I get that done, I'm going to go back, read the book by Robert Begley on communication. I have another book, Storyteller's Secret. The point is that you have to figure out what's best for you. Maybe you're a carpenter. Maybe that's your dream. You're a carpenter. Hello, Olive. Nice to see you here again. I have a feeling Katrin told you that I'm feeling a little down and went and got you to tune in here. Thanks, Katrin, though. I appreciate it. So, but if you're a carpenter, okay, so what can you do if you're a carpenter? Well, you can, learn what are the latest techniques? What are the latest designs? What are some practices that I can start to incorporate? What can I learn? There's always ways to better yourself, right? To better your craft. You could do that. So Mr. Deagle wants to know, after all the pain you went through and all the values you lost, would you say that you were still basically a happy person? Yes. And more widely, can you be happy again after losing big values? The answer is yes. I sometimes get on people's nerves with my optimism and my happiness. Like, Jesus Christ, what do you do? Like, what is the alternative, right? What are you going to do? You going to sit around and mope and be miserable? And yes, I mean, maybe there's some things in life that you lose, that we talk about this and people say, and you just don't want to live anymore with that. I don't see that. I just don't. I mean, I loved Melissa with all my heart, and I loved my family with her, with her son with all my heart. But I can't see that with her death that I would say, I'm giving up now and I'm going to go hang my head in a corner. I just think that dishonors her. I think it dishonors her son. I think it dishonors myself. And I'm not saying that this is true for everybody, right? I'm just saying, for me, you said big values, can you be happy again? Yes, you can't replace things like that. When you love somebody deeply, you can't replace that, right? When that's lost. But that doesn't mean there's no other values out there. It doesn't mean there's nothing else in this world. This is a big, big world. And there's so much out there that we can go and do. We can go and get. And that's part of it, right? Like, I'm going to be 50 in August. So you figure, let's go by averages. I probably have 30 years left. What am I going to do with those 30 years? Quit now? No. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to make my life good. And the process of doing that is part of having it be good. Learning new skills, learning new methods, meeting new people, right? Learning more about myself. What am I made of, really, right? Am I somebody that, when push comes to shove, I give up? Or when push comes to shove, I go lay down and feel bad for myself? No, I don't want to be that kind of human being. No, hell no, hell no. And I don't think any of you want to be that kind of human being either. And you don't have to be. There's so many things, first of all, that you can do to make your life better. And there's so many things in this world that are enjoyable. I had such a good time yesterday. I mean, I know on Capitalist Corner, I complained and bitched about Faneuil Hall. And, my complaints, I stick by them. I think they were legitimate critiques, but I still had a good day. I still had fun. I mean, I've been to Boston, I think 5 times since I've been out of prison, maybe 6. Oh, look at this. FF Mermani with the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, FF. I had FF Mermani on Rational Egoist, and when she first contacted me, I didn't know if she was a bot or a real person, because I get a lot of these things from bots that contacted me for this and that, and whatever. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I've been Gettysburg. What a great fucking time that was. Twice. Oh, hi, Laura. The Katrin Brigade are all coming in. Thank you guys so much. I hope all of you will join this channel the rational alternative, because I'm going to be doing lives now every Sunday for members only, only members of the channel. And every Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I don't know what it is for you folks out in Germany. Who the hell knows? But now back to what I was saying. So I've been to San Diego twice. Those things are so enjoyable, right? I don't know if you have to. I hope you don't. I hope that you don't have to go to prison or go through something like that to enjoy things. But to me, I get out and I look around, and this world is amazing, right? It really is. Despite the bad things that happen, it's a good freaking world. There's a lot of good in it, right? And life can be amazing. And that's what I want to do. I want to make my life amazing. I want to help make your lives amazing. But, in the end, I can only do it for me. I can't put the effort in for you guys, but you guys can. You guys can put forth the effort to make your lives as good as they possibly can. And who knows, maybe if we're doing that together, I'll meet my goals of growing the show. You'll meet your goals, whatever they might be. I'm curious, this Laura, though, with the periods after each letter of her name. That's interesting. I don't know. It's cool. So I think I'm going to go out. Anybody ever have dragon fruit? They've got this place down the street. They call it's Pattaya dragon fruit, but they got it down the street from my house. It's really, really good, and I guess it's really healthy. And I hate healthy food, but I've got to start eating healthier. I mean, I'm in pretty good condition for somebody 50. Cholesterol's a little high. Got to kind of drag that down. But this Pattaya is really, really good. All right. Any questions? Do we have any questions from the audience? Please, audience, help me out. Help a brother out. Just come ask anything. Thank you, Laura. That's so sweet. I've met Laura, and some of you guys were on the show with Mark. Mark and I do the Self-Made Soul show, which I'm hoping we get back to doing soon. Matter of fact, I'm going to text Mark tonight and ask him about that. Katrin, it's not true. It does not taste like nothing. It is very, very good. You get it. It comes with granola. You get honey, maybe bananas, blueberries, everything. It's nice. Or you can have acai. The acai is very good as well. So there's a lot that you can do with the Pattaya, Katrin. So that's that. All right. So let's get some questions. If there's no questions, I'm going to wrap up for the day. But tomorrow I will have something much better prepared. But I just, I just found out about Persephone yesterday. I was on my way back from Boston. But we're going to make it. We're going to have this be a really good show. And we're going to help each other. And that'll be great. So if there's no questions, none, not even one, all right. Please come back tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to talk to Mark about that tonight, Laura, and I'm hoping we get Self-Made Soul and running. Thank you, everybody, so much for just listening, and thank you for being here. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I will hopefully see you again tomorrow. And until then, folks, please be ethical.